Hi everyone, this is the No Pill Man, and today I wanted to talk about how I changed the out command to another word. Before it used to be aus, A-U-S, now it's drop it. I'm going to explain why. So basically, in the context of the game Tug of War, I'm trying to teach my dog that if you release the toy, it doesn't mean the end of the game, it means the continuation of the game. And the problem with the other command is that, and this is just an educated guess, it was used a lot in the context of Larissa would pick something off the ground in the previous home, then the owner would say AUS and she would drop it. And the problem with this, so what she learned is that when she's told to drop something, that means to leave it alone. And that's the end of the play. Or that's the end of things. But in the context of tug of war, I'm trying to teach it that if she releases, she gets to bite again. So I changed the command to drop it. And it took a couple reps and a couple times of me nagging her with little leash pops. But she got the message, and by the time we were done our session today, she was outing pretty good, despite her never hearing the command before. So what this means going forward is that hopefully when I tell her to out in the future, she won't just fuck off and go and do her own thing. She'll actually want to continue the game. And another thing that poisoned the out command is when I did the out command, I would yell it. But that made the dog think I was trying to build enthusiasm and drive. But that just made the dog think I was angry. Which is not good. I want the dog to be happy. I want the dog to be enthusiastic. But that makes the dog think the opposite. So yeah, those are the reasons why I had to change the out command. And another thing that happened yesterday, I was on the deck on the porch with my mom, and the husky started blowing up next door, and my dog, she started to snarl. And I just said, "No." I just said no. I didn't scream it. I wasn't overly hysterical about it. But she dropped to the ground, and she looked absolutely destroyed. So I proceeded to grab the leash, because again, once I say no, that means you're fucked. There's no escaping. So I grabbed the leash and I popped the leash a few times. I didn't crucify her. I wasn't harsh or anything like that. But while I was doing it, I got right in her face and I'm like, we don't do that here. We don't do that. And the look on her face, the look of remorse on her face, like you could tell in her facial expressions that she felt really bad about what she did, which is good. The dog is supposed to feel like shit. That's the point of punishment. So I dragged it on a little bit, and gave her shit, and then we reconciled, and then we proceeded. And it goes to show that a lot of the times when you're using punishment, if you make an event out of it, a lot of the times you can get away with being really conservative with how much pressure you use, which is good, because who wants to hear their dog yelp on a pinch or an E, or just in general? Who wants that? No one does. So it's good that but it was interesting because I didn't charge up the no marker with any like heavy-handed corrections or anything. You would think that's why the dog showed so much remorse, but I didn't. I just told her NO, and for some reason she was really, really upset. There's this belief out there that punishment is a very heavy word, even though it's just a scientific term. So a lot of people, when they think of punishment, they think of very heavy-handed corrections. And I'm not denying that there are times where you have to really get on them. Like I'm not, pussyfooting or glossing over that. But the point is that when you make the event unescapable, you can get away with soft handing it a lot.